Everyone, my name is Kaylee Hill, and this is going to be a training video on the prompt hierarchy for a Ball State University course called Fieldwork Experience in Autism. And I will begin by sharing my screen. So what is a prompt? A prompt is additional supports or cues provided to the learner for them to achieve an increase in correct responses or completion of tasks. Prompting is important because it helps decrease the chances of the learner getting an incorrect response. So the goal in ABA therapy is to have that learner complete tasks and gain independence towards those tasks and demands. So the prompting allows us to teach the learner what a correct response looks like and provides more availability of reinforcement. Reinforcement is the items or activities that the learner is motivated to earn for the completion of those tasks or questions. Providing reinforcement for correct responses will encourage the learner to complete the task independently. There are 6 main types of prompts, visual being the least intrusive method and full physical being the most intrusive method. In ABA, we typically like to use least to most restrictive methods in order to avoid the learner becoming prompt dependent. A visual prompt is a picture or cue that the learner can see which provides information about the correct response. It can involve a visual schedule, a video, a photograph, a drawing, flashing a card with the right answer, and any other item that can be visually seen that aids in correct responses. An example of this would be during hand washing. Say the client is struggling to remember to add soap to their hands. We can help correct this or help the learner by showing a visual of soap on hands to teach the learner this step in the hand washing routine. A verbal prompt involves verbally telling the learner the correct response, providing a verbal cue, such as the beginning sound of the answer, or giving the direction more than once, or asking the question more than once. An example of this would be providing a phonemic cue to the learner during tacting of animals, ka for cat. A gestural prompt is using a gesture of any type of action that the learner can observe the instructor or therapist doing, such as pointing, reaching, or nodding to give information about the correct response. An example would be pointing to the learner's nose when they are asked, "Where's your nose?" Now we're getting into the physical prompts, which are the most intrusive prompts. These will be used as a last resort to aid the learner in completing these tasks and questions correctly. So partial physical prompts are where the instructor provides some sort of physical assistance to guide the learner through the beginning part of the requested activity. Usually the therapist will guide the learner by the elbows. An example of this would be guiding the learner's arm by the elbows to touch their nose when asked, "Where's your nose?" Maybe the learner is touching part of their cheek or their mouth or another part of their face, and they just need kind of a elbow prompt to help them touch their nose. And this would be when the gestural or verbal or visual prompts do not work. A full physical prompt is the most intrusive prompt. This includes physically guiding the learner's hands to complete the task thoroughly. So unlike partial physical, where you are only guiding the learner to complete portions of the task, the full physical prompt will guide the learner to complete the task thoroughly. It's also known as the hand-over-hand assistance. And an example of this would be you ask a learner to clap their hands, and maybe they cannot complete clap hands independently or correctly. Maybe their hands are like in this position, or they're doing this, or some other movement with their hands. This is when we will take our hands and put them hand over hand to help the learner clap their hands. And those are all of the main types of prompting. Here are the references I used to complete this training video. And thank you for watching.